Another signing, another video. But don't you worry, there's more stuff coming. It's just been a busy time here, OK Football Towers. People have been on holiday, and now we're back into the swing of things. More videos are on the way. But I digress, because Luton Town have made another signing. I believe the club have said it's our 7th of the summer. We have signed Josh Keeley, a goalkeeper from the Tottenham Hotspurs Academy. And I would be remiss if I didn't say this is likely the best signing we could have made for as a goalkeeper in our position in League One. He has a good pedigree. He was between the sticks for Leyton Orient last season as they fell at the final hurdle against Charlton Athletic in the playoff final. The guy even got a goal. By no means is he perfect, but after having gone for the experienced angle with Thomas Kaminski, I think it's now time for us to go with a young and less experienced goalkeeper that can potentially grow with us. He is certainly very highly thought of, with Alistair Gold, the person who actually broke this news a couple of days ago. He worked for Football London. He's a Tottenham Hotspurs correspondent. His words were, Josh Keeley will be back in the Premier League soon. Keeley is a Republic of Ireland under-21 international. He has a good pedigree. He's a very good shot stopper. He might have a giant hands. There's this one photo of him where it's like forced perspective and he just looks like he's got an absolutely monster hand. It's hilarious. But if he does have a monster hand, I'm not going to be complaining, because that means he's going to be fishing things out the top corners. So I don't mind. But ultimately, for fans who are a bit longer in the tooth than, the young ones, goalkeeper has always been a position where Luton Town have struggled. I never really rated Thomas Kaminski that highly. I know there are other people that thought he was a tremendous goalkeeper. Yes, he was a good shot stopper. Yes, he was a good character. But was he good with his feet? Was he good at commanding his box? Is James Shea that great? I think he's a great shot stopper. He's very diminutive, very small guy. And he's always been a number 2. He's had maybe one season as number 1, and then he had that other sort of half season as number 1. Then he got injured against Cardiff, and he was out for a long time, just as he was sort of getting there. But he's been a perennial number 2. And then prior to that, we're Mark Tyler, very, very good goalkeeper in non-league. Very good. And he's one that I would have loved to have seen at Luton a bit earlier. Prior to Mark Tyler, Marlon Beresford. And before Marlon, I would say we had a few good loans. Dean Keley, Ben Foster. But we've never been blessed with goalkeepers. All the way back to Ian Foyer and Kelvin Davis, when we had those 2 goalkeepers, it's always been a struggle. That playoff semi-final against Blackpool, oh my God. And now I'm getting flashbacks. Never go loans. Always go for a permanent option, because you have your pants pulled down with the likes of a Christian Walton being taken away. And then you got to go for a massive giraffe who actually isn't a professional goalkeeper, but you put him in anyway. Or was it Simon Moore? I can't remember. It was either that bloke that we signed and then we got rid of again. Can't even remember his name. God, who was that goalkeeper? But anyway, my point stands. Luton Town have always been absolutely piss poor at signing goalkeepers. But this is a new direction. This is Yusuf Sajjad. And I believe we've beaten off Leyton Orient here. Phrasing. We have beaten Leyton Orient to the punch here, mainly because we had the capital that they didn't. Undisclosed, the reported fee is in the region of £1 million. So I'm glad that we are actually spending money, because one thing Brian Clough always said, and he said this when he signed Peter Shilton, the one area where you should be spending money is your goalkeeper. And I think I said the same thing about Thomas Kaminski. Goalkeepers and strikers. That is where you need to spend your money. You need to keep the ball out of your net. You need to put the ball in the other person's net. And I've said it, I'm very excited about this goalkeeper. However, it comes with a caveat. You're signing a 22-year-old, you're not getting the finished article by any means, and you're not expecting the finished article. I think if we fail to go up this season, he's gone. And I wouldn't blame him, because he fell at the final hurdle with Orient last season. Whether or not that was down to him, I will let you decide. I suggest you have a look at the 2 late goals in the Orient versus Charlton game. Very unfortunate. There are a lot of keepers that struggle with crosses. But these 2 goals, they were carbon copy goals. But hopefully that is something that can get worked on. There were corners as well. God. No one is going to be the finished article. It sort of tickles me a little bit that it rhymes with Les Seeley as well. Like one of a bastion of the times when Luton Town were properly on it with goalkeepers. Les Seeley, Jake Finlay. We were absolutely spoilt with goalkeepers in the 70s and 80s and 90s. Or Ian Foyer. Now, that was a tall guy. That was a fantastic goalkeeper. But hey, football is a selling game. Anyway, I'm talking about Josh Keeley. So I've spoken to an Orient mate about him. He said he's weak on crosses, obviously. Playoff final, and, you know, he got bullied on the back stick. But he's good with his feet. And under Bloomfield, it's likely we're going to be passing through the thirds a bit more. And what I've been impressed with from the videos that I've seen of all the training footage and the game so far, we're not playing out from the wings as much. It was a case of get the ball to Doughty. Has Doughty got the ball? Yes. Cross the ball into the box. Has Doughty got the ball? No. Get the ball to Doughty. Now is very much everyone is involved in the play. Everyone's passing through the middles, cutbacks. Everyone's getting in on the action. And it is important that that happens from the back. I'm not the biggest fan of playing out from the back, but if you can add that string to your bow, happy days. And if this guy can distribute the ball better than Thomas Kaminski, then I'm sold. It's important to have, you know, a player that has a high ceiling, and hopefully he can grow with the club, and hopefully we don't sell him too soon, and hopefully we go up so we don't have to sell him, so he doesn't outgrow us so quickly just after one season, because I'm fed up of players leaving after just 7 months, you know. Right, anyway, back to the videos. Everyone happy to be back. We're going to try and get them out more frequently now that Ryman, Phil, Wedge is still away, but we're going to be doing a bit more League One Championship content. Keep your eyes peeled. Everyone, let me know what you think of Josh Keeley, if this comes out before or after Gillingham, the friendly. Enjoy it if you watch it. And if it comes out before, which it probably won't, everyone have a good one. Catch you soon. And most importantly, come on, you Hatters.